Hello and welcome to ADV Jeep. This is Garrett and this is my review of the Metalcloak 2.5 inch true dual rate lift kit after having it for a year. Alright, so first I have the 2.5 inch true dual rate with the Bilstein 5100 shocks. The first problem I noticed when I had it is there was some bow in the coil, specifically the front passenger side. Metalcloak does offer a coil correction pad, which I was told is not necessary as the bow is just a cosmetic issue, but I went ahead and picked a set of those up. There they are. I installed those and it actually made a huge difference in the way the coil sat. Didn't completely get rid of the bow, and as you know, each one sits a little bit different. Here's a before and then we'll see the after here, and you'll see that it's significantly straighter. Jeep rides the same, performance all seems the same, but it looks completely different. Something that I just noticed walking up on the passenger side every time when I'm getting in the vehicle. Now, the Metalcloak lift claims it gives you 2.5. I was more at 4.5. I did a video on this when I first installed it. I'll link it. It's still sitting about the same height. I think that has a lot to do with the fact that I still have plastic bumpers, and it's a sport, so it went from sport suspension up to this lift height. And I think if I started with the Rubicon, which sits a little bit higher, we would be a little bit lower, looking closer to that 2.5 inch lift. As you see in the back, I went with the sway bar little extender right there that moves it down approximately 2-3 inches. I have takeoff wheels and tires from a Rubicon, so I still have that stock back spacing, which doesn't provide enough space, and if you don't lower it, the sway bar link will hit your wheel, and that's something that I didn't want to risk. And it's also an issue up in the front with the outboard shock mounts, something that they originally put on, and I actually had them take it off. I'll show you a picture here in a moment, but that ended up being an issue. It was hitting my weights that were sitting on the wheel, and you can see scratch marks from it spinning around. There's the outboard shock mount after it was taken off. Without the proper back spacing, you cannot run the outboard shock mounts without it rubbing your wheel and or weights. So if you're staying with the stock wheels, keep that in mind. I plan on upgrading and going to 35s, and when I do that, I will be putting them back on because I do like the performance that those outboard shock mounts provide. But other than that, I've had no major issues, and I really do like the performance that this kit provides. It has gotten me down every trail I've wanted to go down, and it's something that I know I can count on. It's reliable, consistent, and I know a lot of people have Metalcloak lifts. If anything pops up, I know the shop that I go to knows how to work on them and it's ready to help me out. So I definitely recommend this kit. I may be looking at the game changer as time goes on. We will see. I hope this review has helped you out in making a decision on what lift you're going to go with. Thanks for watching.